thumbnail done. Let's crack open a can. Oh yes. What's up guys, it's Lily May and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Oh sorry, it is so bright outside my window, my eyes are like watering. Anyways, so excited to have you guys here today. We are talking about all things goals and my word of the year. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I'm so excited. It's so funny though, because like I'm reminiscing, because this time last year I was talking about my 2025 goals and my word for 2025. So maybe we'll like go back and we'll see what was in those goals and we'll see how well I did. And then we'll go and talk about these ones. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I'm kind of in a mood for reminiscing. So we're gonna do that. I have my yummy V refresher. Let's get into goals. Okay, so my 2025 goals, I have to like go back a bit and find them. Because I don't actually know where. Oh, here they are. Did I write my goals? I don't think I wrote my goals. My goals, I remember most of them though, was to complete my cert, go to England, get my P's, finish my studies, and read my Bible every day, and make healthier choices. So we're now going to go through my 2026 goals because some of them correlate. So out of all those goals though, I achieved, I'd say I did really well last year with goals. So I'm now fully certified. So I completed my cert, which was one of my goals. I went to England, which was one of my main goals of the year. So excited. That was literally the best thing ever. I still think about that trip literally all the time. What else did I do? I would say I made healthier choices. I like signed up to the gym and stuff like that. I started my YouTube channel and kind of got that consistently going. Well, not consistent, but I got that going. So yeah, I'd say I'm pretty good. My word last year was dream, and I definitely picked up a lot of the dreams that God had given me and brought them to life and used them to glorify him. For example, my channel, like the Instagram account, going on my channel, also going to England. That was a massive thing for me that I've dreamed about for so long. So I definitely think it was a year full of dreaming and a year where I was just able to pick up the dreams. I was in my dream job and I am still in my dream job. So yeah, love it. Okay, let's talk about 2026 now because that was in the past. So I'm going to talk about my goals for 2026 and then I'll talk about my word for the year. But my first goal is to get my P's. You guys, I did not get my license last year. I did drive a lot more, but your girl just gets really anxious on the roads. So I am realizing though the need for my own license. I am 19 years old and I don't like relying on friends and family and public transport and walking. Well, let's be real, I don't ever take public transport. But I need my license and I am realizing that I really, really need it. So my goal to have my P's by the end of the year, I would love. So I'm knuckling down. I'm doing some hours, getting some hours down for my driving, trying to find a driving instructor. And I'm gonna get some lessons and we're gonna get our license. That is our goal of the year. The next one is to focus on being consistent with my YouTube. I shared this briefly in my last video, but not briefly, I shared it actually really in depth, about like a posting timetable that I now have, just a schedule of when I'm posting and things like that, because I would really love to be more consistent with this channel. I love it so much and it is my passion and it is one of my biggest like dreams is to see this thrive. So I will be more consistent this year. That is my plan. I want to move my body at least once a day, and I have been doing this for like most of January. I'm just letting you guys know. I will go on a walk. I will lift weights, whether it's also me going to the gym. I have recently had to cancel the gym membership because it's expensive. And so I just realized, why am I paying all this money when I can literally do all these things at home? So I have been moving my body every day and I feel so good. Like, there's nothing better than when it's daylight savings, because that's what we're in at the moment, going for like a walk at 8 p.m. at night where it's like still light but it's like really nice breeze. Oh, it's the best. So I love doing that. Also I'll be walking to work most days as well, so that's moving my body. And then also just, we have like we have a decent amount of weights and things like that in our garage, so just even if it's just lifting some weights and doing some body movements like that, I want to move my body once a day, because I feel at least once a day. It'll probably be more than once a day, especially when I'm like working. But I feel so much better once I've been moving around, and yeah, it's better. It's just better for me. Next, I want to eat healthier. I have been doing this. I mean, it's harder when it's like school holidays and like your parents like low-key spoil you. And also on my trip, your girl ate a lot. There was a lot of sweet food, a lot of meals out. So I came back and I was like, I want to try to eat healthier. So I'm trying to do like more whole foods, 3 meals a day, not as much snacks. My problem is snacking. I love snacking. So just trying to do 3 meals a day, no snacking where I can. And if it's a snack, a healthy snack. So that's kind of one of my main goals as well. I want to save my money. I was so proud of myself last year for saving to not only afford the trip to England, accommodation in London, well, my portion at least, me, my mum and my sister all split, spending stuff in London, spending stuff in England, and still coming back with money. Like, I was so proud of myself for how much I actually saved last year and just my saving habits. So that is one of my goals this year. I'd love to save more money as well, because my next one is to travel or be more adventurous. This kind of goes under also like saying yes to more opportunities that old me wouldn't have usually said yes to. So if someone's like, do you want to come on a trip? Yes. Like, obviously if I feel peace about it, or like saying yes to things that I wouldn't usually do. So being more adventurous and more traveling, because I have a travel bug now that I have been to England and I want to travel more. But also like part of that obviously means you need to have money, so just saving my money and doing things like that. Next, I want to spend time with Jesus every single day. I would say I did this a lot last year within my Bible and doing Bible plans and things like that and praying a lot. But I want to be more intentional to give Jesus. I said this last year too, and I say this every year. This is my goal for every single year, because not because I don't achieve it, but because it's just something nice to keep reminding myself of. This is my goal each year. Is our family talks all the time about giving God your first and your dawn and your dusk. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Dawn is like when you wake up, isn't it? And then dusk, yeah. So giving God your first and your last. So when you wake up, spend time with Jesus, pray, be in the Word. Before you go to bed, let that be the last thing you do, is spend time with Jesus, go to like pray, go to bed, like things like that. So that is kind of my goal also for this year, is to be really intentional and only like not only just like reading my Bible and listening to worship music and praying, but also like just talking to God. Like, I feel like often we forget he's actually wants a relationship with us. So let's talk to him, like let's chat to God. That's kind of also one of my goals. I want to focus on things that make me happy. I want to focus on hobbies. I want to focus on this channel. I want to focus on Jesus. I want to focus on just the simple things in life. I don't want to focus on like people pleasing. I don't want to focus on having everything following trends that everyone has. Like, I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on the little things that make me happy. I want to be more simplistic this year. I want to be more just super grateful for what I have in front of me. And I think going to England really changed my perspective on things. Not that I've never been grateful, but I've always been like, oh, I need this, oh, I want this, oh, I want to do this, oh, I do this. Like, when I really can remember like being happy. Like, I've been so happy recently, and I've spent most of my time at home doing little hobbies. I've been so happy recently, and I've been with a couple of friends doing simple things like a workout or a walk with a friend. Like, the little things in life really make me happy, and I want to focus on keeping those and being simplistic and not, trying to do everything. And the last goal I have on here is I want to read at least half of my TBR. For those of you who do not know, you guys actually might not know this, I love reading. Reading is one of my favorite things. I only just recently got into it like last year, maybe? No, end of 2024, like end of when I was graduating year 12. I read like 2 or 3 books, which is a lot for me. I don't usually read. And then last year I think I read like 5 maybe. I want to double check this. Hang on, let me go get my book. According to my little book lovers journal, I read 14 books last year, which is crazy for me. So yeah, I would love to just read at least half of my TBR. I have it written down on my laptop. I don't know how many books are on this, but reading is one of my favorite hobbies. Again, this just goes in with the goal of focusing on things that make me happy. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 16 books currently on my TBR, which I think I can do that. So I want to read at least half of that, or I said at least half. A lot of them are series and a lot of them are, yeah, things like that. So yeah, I want to focus more on my reading and really trying to like pick up a book instead of go on my Instagram, or pick up a book instead of watch Netflix. Like things like that is what I really want to focus on as well. Okay, so that is all for goals. Now I'm going to focus on my word of the year. Okay, so I really struggled this year to figure out a word of the year. So that was really abrupt. I just realized I was like, okay. So I really struggled this year to hear my word and like figure out my word. And I think it was because I was trying so hard to be like, what is my word, God? Give me my word. What is it? What is it? We got back, literally the Sunday we got back from church. That whole week I'd been chatting to mum about how like I just want to focus more on me and Jesus this year. I came back from England and I was in a completely different mindset to what I was when I was like before I'd left, when I was first like here, like in Australia before I left. And so I came back with a completely different mindset. And when I went over there, my mindset was, oh, I wish I was in the same seasons of life as other people. I wish that I was ahead of, like, I feel so behind. I wish I had a relationship. I wish that I was, you know, more secure in, like, who I was. I wish I was more, like, knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wish, like, that's literally the only thing I had sorted out, is the fact that I actually liked working at my job. So, like, I just was comparing my life so heavily to everyone else around me. And so when I went to England, there's no one really for me, there's no one to compare, like, in my, like, life. And so I wasn't around the people that I was comparing my life to, which often are the people that you're closest to, by the way. You can compare your life to the people that you spend the most time with. And it's not their fault, it's you, and it's between you and God. Like, it's something that you have to figure out, because they're not telling you to compare yourself to them. Like, they're not making you feel bad for it, at least in my case. And so I went to England and I was there for a month, and I came back and I just was like, Mum, like, I was talking to my mum and dad and I was like, guys, like, I feel so content. I feel so happy with where I am in life. I know I'm not behind. I feel so just in perfect, like, time with God. Like, I feel like I'm actually super content and happy with where I am. I have no desire to have a boyfriend. I have no desire to wish my life with someone else's. Like, I'm so happy with mine right now. And so my mindset completely switched, and I was like, Mum, like, I think this year I really just want it to be me and God, me and Jesus, like, focusing on our relationship. I don't want to people please anymore. I don't want to do things to please others. I don't want to do things because I feel like I'm going to upset someone. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to think, like, obviously I still want to care for people, but I don't want to worry about what everyone's thinking of me. Instead, I just want to live with me and Jesus and just be content and happy with me and Jesus. And so I was like, but how do I formulate that into a word of the year? I was praying about it, and then literally that Sunday, so I think that was the Friday, because we got back the Thursday. So that was the Friday. No, we got back the Wednesday. So that was the Thursday, Friday, Saturday that whole conversation was going on. And then on the Sunday, we went to church and we sang the song Give Me Jesus. I don't know who sings it off the top of my head, but Give Me Jesus. And if you guys know that song, you'll know in the bridge it says, I don't want anyone else, I don't need anything else, you are my one thing, you are my one thing. And I was just bawling because those lyrics were like literally so prevalent to what I was going through and what I had been thinking and what I'd been processing. So I was sobbing and I was like, I know my word of the year. And so my word of the year is one thing. And I have a little, I guess, what do you call it when you, a little explanation about why I want this to be my word and like what this word really means. And so my word of the year is one thing, and I've written, I just want Jesus to be my one thing. I don't want to worry and care what everyone else thinks if I'm making everyone else happy or base my decisions off of others. No more people pleasing. The only person I want to please is Jesus. Jesus is my one thing. And so I just really feel like this is so prevalent to where I am now because I want to stay in this mindset that I'm in and I want to stay in the season I'm in. Obviously, it's not easy. Like, I haven't just gone, boom, I'm fine. Like, obviously, I still have to battle the thoughts of, oh, I'd love to be in a relationship or, oh, I'd love to be where they are. But I just have to be like, no, Jesus is my one thing and this is what I'm focusing on. And I know that God has got me in the perfect time for where I need to be. like, yeah. And so the Bible verse I have to go with that is 1 Corinthians 2 verse 2. For I decided that while I was with you let's reread that. For I decided that while I was with you to forget everything except Jesus Christ, the one who was crucified. And for me, that just means that, like, it's telling us, forget everything. Everything else will fade away eventually, right? Except not Jesus and your relationship with Jesus. That's not going to fade. So focus on that. So yes, this is my 2026 word and goals. This is what my year is going to look like. And I am so excited to journey with you guys and to take you guys along with me. I have a really, really, really good feeling about this year. I'd love to hear some of your guys' goals. If you guys do words of the year, what's your word for this year? Put them in the comments below. And yeah, or if my comments are turned off, because sometimes they go on and off, DM me on Instagram on Life in His Love. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!